Hi everyone, this is Michelle Lightworker and welcome to our reading for this Monday the 24th of August through to this Sunday the 30th of August. I have a few decks that I'm using today, and the first deck that I'm going to be using is actually the Druid Animal Oracle deck, and that's by Bill Worthington. And he's got some beautiful old animal spirit totems and spirit guides in his deck. They're beautiful. So let's begin. Hope your week's been well. Coming into the full moon this week on the 29th, which is Saturday. Let's see what animal wants to grace us with their presence today. Ooh. Stag. Okay, interesting. Let's move on to getting some virility around that, and so really connecting with our strength and our base and our ability to step into the yang side of our energy, which is interesting on a full moon, on the moon cycles. We come into releasing more on the full moon, so perhaps this is about the expression of our creativity coming through us and working with spirit to connect us with our virility and really channel that energy through into projects and creations, and the strength to do that. Where usually on the full moon we find we're coming into a release, the full moon energy can also assist us to really pull out of us that which is ready to give birth to as well. Let's see how we go with our Chakra Insight Oracle book by Karen Sangster. Our cards, sorry. I like to do their little plugs because they're so amazing. Wonderful people. Oh, here we go. That was me snorting. I do that occasionally. Base chakra, no surprises there, right? We just said. And what's this? Sacral. Yeah, so those two lower. Emotions. Remember how I said to you that the full moon energy assists us to release and to pull out like a magnet that which A, no longer serves, and B, that is ready to be given birth to. Sometimes our emotions that are in there also come spilling out. We find that people do have more of an emotional time on the full moon. They struggle with containment because the natural process of moon is release, and sometimes we find that we need to find strategies around that time to support our emotional reality so that we don't sabotage that which is ready to give birth to. So that what happens is in that escalation of energy that's ready to be released, we can miss the point and get caught up in the dramas of the emotional stuff releasing rather than really get to the calling of what is coming up under that. And that stuff is the gold, and that is the special stuff that we're ready to step into for our soul growth. So I can't stress that enough. That is exceedingly important. I've also been given guidance to use Doreen Virtue's Mermaids and Dolphins deck today. So let's do that. I like to shuffle so you can see it even before I do. What's this? Oh, music for manifesting. Beautiful. So there's the moon again. Interesting that card is about dream big. I feel this is really connected to our ability to create. When we get on track with understanding how manifestation works, it is about, like, if you've ever had a wish or put your order in for something that you know is in line for your highest good, then you have spirit working with you to help you for that to happen. Sometimes going on the journey of releasing the old, it's like anything, clearing out the old closet before the new can come in. You do need to go there, and if you don't go there, unfortunately, you don't make room for it. So there will be some of us on this full moon that will be clearing our closet out and making room, and then also proceeding on from this moon, we'll be able to step more into what they're here to do. And there'll be some of us that get really creative on this full moon. They've done a lot of clearing out already, perhaps in the last few months. And then all of this amazing information and guidance comes through about specific steps to action your creativity. This is all about putting those orders into the universe. Say, hey, I really know that I feel that this is what I'm guided to do. I'm willing to allow Spirit to show me how that can unfold in its biggest, brightest form. And I can dream to a point, but I can also ask Spirit to help me to dream even bigger and to keep an open mind as to how things are actually going to unfold. Good example would be, for me, like I'd never imagined that I would be doing any of this 10 years ago, let alone 15 or 20 years ago. I have absolutely no idea. I have some inklings as to what I'm going to be doing in the future, but once again, it's all about what's in my highest good, and then also acknowledging from between my relationship with Spirit and myself, where they believe also that I need to go to grow. So, it's very much about that. This is about being in harmony with manifestation. So if you don't feel comfortable receiving and you don't feel comfortable allowing the slow reveal, allowing Spirit to guide you through the process of unveiling those aspects of you that want to actually grow big and provide you with the reality of the bigness of that, then if you're not in harmony with that, then you're going to be fighting with it. Then you're going to be the one who, when the drama comes up, you're more focused on the drama than the learning and the getting on with the job of it. Okay. Now I want to pull a fairy tale inner child tarot card as well. I know we've got a lot of information already, but I just really felt guided to pull one of these as well. Or it pulls itself. What have we got? Two hearts, yeah. For me, I feel like that card is all about forgiving ourselves, being able to step into a place of where we know in our life we've held ourselves back, and we may have even projected that on someone else, like they're holding us back, and we've stepped into victim or we've stepped into blame. Spirit's actually showing us they're just simply a mirror of an unhealed aspect of ourselves. If we're busy, I can guarantee you, if we are busy blaming someone else for us not getting on with the job, what Spirit's called us to do, we're the ones who need to forgive ourselves and make peace with that aspect of ourselves. I got some messages around that this morning, actually, so it's interesting that that's come through. And I do want to pick one of our Everyday Lightworker cards too. And this, ear chakra. I got this yesterday. For those of you who went onto my personal Facebook page and saw my post on listening, so I'm channeling my new book, and it's all about connecting with Spirit and listening and the responsibility around listening. And I feel like as this full moon comes in, it's like up to us to listen to Spirit and to ask, how do we handle any emotions that are coming up? What strategies can we put in place to support us? Do we need more friends time? Do we need to journal? Do we need more home time? Do we need more solitude? Do we need more connection with nature? What is going to support us best to release those emotions and become our own best friend and get used to doing that so that we feel safe to feel and release those emotions as well? It's really important. I'm getting that up because of this card. My goodness, it just jumped out at me again. So I just wanted to acknowledge that this is an intense time on the full moon. I want to validate that, and I want you to validate that for yourself as well, and to honour that and honour that process so you can get on with the job of doing what you're here to do. And also, my husband did this beautiful new painting. Isn't it gorgeous? It's called Cool Flow. I love it. I had to put it up. I know I couldn't get the whole thing in there, but I just wanted to acknowledge that. And for those of you who would like to join me this Thursday, I've got my every enlightening evening, and it's going to be beautiful. We're going to have a crash course in enlightenment, have some ideas around what we're going to do around that. I'd love you to join me. It's Thursday evening and 6 to 9 p.m. So I hope to see you there. Blessings to you all.